Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jung.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
Another year, another episode. That makes no sense, but it doesn't matter. Because we're on episode 84.
We're moving to annual release?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Another year, another episode. That's, if we do another episode this year, does that phrase still line up?
Yeah, it'll still be true.
Aha! But there isn't another episode this year. Spoiler alert. This is the last episode of 2021. The culmination, one might say. The magnum opus.
It's all been leading up to this. I hope you folks have been listening to our post-credits after each episode.
Please. I'm scared that people are going to go and listen.
to 20 episodes. They're like, what is the secret message?
But no, this is the final episode of the year. We will be taking the next episode off for the holidays, and we'll be back in the new year for, you know what, guys? The magnum opus episode of 2022, because it'll be the only one.
Mm-hmm. The best one yet.
In fact, every episode in 2022 will be the best one yet.
I thought you were going to say your interview, and I got PTSD immediately.
No, that's coming, though. That episode on its own will be... I'm obsessed with saying magnum opus now. It makes me sound like 2 IQ
very
points
distinguished,
higher than normal.
You're like from the 70s.
Yeah. Or more like the
1870s.
The 1870s. Alrighty. There is one topic that is going to take up most of the news day, if not all of the news today. Mr. Fellow Canadian, stranger to the show, because he's never been here, but...
I saluted. You didn't see it, but I saluted him.
A fellow Canadian, I respect it. Mr. Jeff Keighley, running his 2021 Game Awards.
Blessing us with the perfect topic for the last episode of the year.
Exactly. Giving us the burst of news to end on a magnum opus worthy
oh my God, stop.
episode. Okay. Do we bring up the viewport voting? What's our predictions?
Predictions
winner again.
I mean, it just speaks for itself, right?
All right. Wait. I'll handle this. Drum roll, please. Give me some drum rolls, gentlemen. And the winner is Tristan Jung.
Thank you.
4 years in a row. How do you do it? How do you do it every year, Tristan?
Well, what I do is I open up gmail.com and then I send an email to Jeff Keighley at gameawards.com.
Oh my gosh. The tell-all. It's coming right now.
And then I look at Albert and Alex's predictions and I make sure I win by exactly one, just so they don't catch on.
It's pretty cunning plan. It would be weird if you just won every category.
See, I tried to pay off the esports people this year, but it just didn't come close enough, I guess.
I mean, you beat both of us on esports, and overall, it still didn't matter, I guess.
It's true. That's true.
I mean, I don't know. Are we going to talk about this now, or are we going to talk about this later? Because I do have at least one surprise from the Game Awards, but I don't know when you want to do it.
Oh yeah, let's talk about winners and losers. Any surprises, any snubs, any gracefully earned right now. We'll get into the news after.
I was honestly surprised about Game of the Year going to It Takes Two.
It's kind of reminiscent of like Sekiro getting Game of the Year, because that got Game of the Year, right? And that was really weird. And then It Takes Two got it. It's unpredictable what's going to get Game of the Year. Honestly, I haven't really heard many people discuss It Takes Two really at all. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the loop on this particular game.
I did hear it's a very good couch co-op game. Because a bunch of
folks... It's the best. I've heard it's the best.
Yeah.
Like, the best couch co-op game, ever made.
A bunch of folks were like, I played it with my SO. They don't really even like gaming, but they had a fun time playing it. So, I don't know what dictates a game of the year, I feel like I've never gotten it right. So maybe I'm not the right person to ask, but, I've definitely heard a couple good things about it.
Mm-hmm. This year, I mean, we talked about it before. It was there was no horse leading the race to start with, right? We felt that any game on that list probably could have won.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And with the awards it was winning, I was surprised that Deathloop didn't win. Like, with a game that typically the game that wins best game direction has a really high chance of also winning game of the year. And Deathloop won best game direction, so.
Jeff didn't want to make it too easy.
I don't even know what the difference is between those two, to be honest.
Now that you say it, what is best game direction? How is that, is like, how is the direction of the game different than, like, the artwork of the game, right? Like, best art
or
direction.
the narrative, even.
Or the narrative, right? Is it, like, the gameplay itself? That would be that's what I thought it was, but...
It's like best picture versus best director at the Oscars.
Yeah. But that would be like best game director. This is best game direction.
And we all know who's going to win that award every single year if that was one.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima.
His best friend.
I'd like you to put a word in for Todd Howard, ladies and gentlemen. No.
Oh, okay, here, I talked to Albert about this before recording, but biggest snub, the one I was actually frustrated about, was Inscription not winning best indie.
Same. I wish it did, because that was a really cool game. And it got I saw today a new mod support from the developer.
Oh.
Basically, infinite increasing difficulty of the Leshy's Cabin portion of the game.
Oh, interesting.
You just keep going and try to keep beating.
I'm gonna have to go back. Also, another snub that I was frustrated about is Microsoft Flight Simulator not winning Best Sim Strategy.
Kidding.
What?
How does not the simulator not win Best Simulation Game?
Alright, I got a snub here. Monster Hunter Rise not winning Best Role-Playing Game. No way. No way.
Yeah, I know, because all of us put Monster Hunter Rise.
I think it was like Tales of Arise definitely had like a better narrative. And to an extent, like, it had a better art style just because it wasn't like hampered on a Switch title.
Yes. Yeah.
But like everything else, I felt that Monster Hunter Rise was better.
Yeah, overall, I thought, Ryze probably did an overall better, like, little bit of extra sprinkling of goodness to the old formula. Whereas the Ryze, I don't know, it still feels very much like a Tales game from what I've played. So, yeah.
What do you think about, this was an interesting one, I didn't have anything, but Returnal winning Best Action Game over Back 4 Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, and Far Cry 6.
I think I actually ended up putting Returnal, and I think that's just because I actually really liked that game to watch it. Because obviously I don't have a PS5, but I actually do genuinely think it was probably the best action game of this year. It was just like the perfect video game. It was bite-sized, but it was also just like incredibly visually interesting. It was easy to read stuff on the screen at the same time. And it just seemed very aware that it was a video game and just, had one thing it was trying to accomplish as a roguelike third-person shooter, and it did that one thing. It didn't try to, like, branch out, be a full open-world experience or anything like that. Billions of collectibles.
I would argue it is not bite-sized, because runs could take up to, like, an hour.
That's not that long, though. For roguelike, I mean, I guess roguelike games, some take like 20 to 30, but I feel like I've done some like Rogue Legacy true playthroughs that take like an hour to clear out the whole castle. But either way, best mobile game, Genshin Impact.
Yep, Genshin. Which is interesting. I've heard from a lot of people there's no real end game to that game. But I guess, waifus win.
Tristan, I'm surprised you didn't vote Pokemon Unite on this one.
Oh, I mean, I know the board. I know who's voting on this.
I think I figured it out. I figured out why we lose every year. At least I figured out why I lose every year.
Okay, tell me. I need to know.
I vote with my heart.
Yeah.
Tristan votes with his brain. Does that make sense?
Definitely. There's some categories where I pick the thing I want to win rather than
exactly
the thing I know that's likely to win.
Tristan doesn't care about what he likes. He just wants to win.
It's just about the dub.
It's just about the dub. No heart, no soul in his voting.
That's our excuse.
I don't know what I did to get attacked this much.
For the viewers out there, in our call right now, Tristan's name is 4-time world champion. He is not one to shy away.
Yeah.
To shy away from announcing his victory. But you know what? He won, so he can say it. But
yeah, I mean, there's always next year. That's what I'll say.
To win again? Is that what you're also about to say right after?
I mean, there's always next year to take me down.
If you lose, what happens to the world?
I don't know. I feel like I think you said it last time there's more pressure on me as the years go on.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Because next year you'll have half a decade under your belt if you do take it again.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Of Game Awards.
I had a friend in a fantasy football league who won 2 years in a row, and then that third year it was just all the pressure on him. And versus like the guy who got last place 2 years in a row, he's just like, bro, I'm just chilling.
So that's where I'm at. I feel like this year was the closest. You're off by 1. Like other years were a complete sweep. TBH.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We'll see what next year holds, buddy.
Yeah, after Elden Ring comes out and we don't have we don't
have to even think next year. Yeah, Elden Ring's gonna win every single category.
I'll play it, so I'll know if it's good or not, maybe.
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be good.
Also, I'd like to pour one out for Cyberpunk 2077 not winning a single award.
Oh my god, come on.
Sorry, I had to. Also, congratulations to Keiichi Okabe for winning now 2 best scores.
Mm-hmm.
I think Alex said this of Deathloop. Wait, no, what was the game that got nominated like a billion times?
Psychonauts 2 was the game that got nominated for I don't know how many categories. It fell at least like 4.
I see it as a Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction. I think that's it. 4?
And it didn't win a single category.
Oh, and Best Action Adventure. 5.
Spoilers, it didn't win a single category.
Tim Schafer probably just sitting in that audience right now. He's probably still sitting there, to be honest.
Yeah, I imagine most people, because everybody cares about the awards category in this show. Clearly, not the actual like game previews and stuff. It's all about the awards. We're wondering which category is Psychonauts 2 going to win. Or they thought it was going to win all of them. But it ends up none of them.
Tim Schafer crying in his swimming pool of money from the Microsoft acquisition.
Yeah, you would have thought, they'll just throw an award to him on one front, if they're gonna nominate them so many times.
I have to bring this up if you're going to talk about Psychonauts 2. Mm-hmm. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart also got nominated for, I think, 3, maybe 4 categories, and it didn't win a single.
Yeah, I felt honestly more surprised about that one. So I did not hear really anything about Psychonauts 2, but I have watched Ratchet & Clank, and I know the general reception of Ratchet & Clank was very good. So I was surprised to see that it really did not hit any category. Like, that really surprised me.
You want my biggest stunner right here? All right. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy winning Best Narrative.
Oh, that's just you. Alex and I got that right.
You never played it! How do you even know? Your reasoning was literally, I saw the movies. That was your reasoning.
I feel that was partially the panel's judges' reasoning too, but no, I've heard a lot of good things about the story for Guardians of the Galaxies. That's been really the only takeaway I've gotten from kind of Twitter and things like that, of gaming forums kind of talking about the game. That's really the only thing I've seen really often talked about. It was apparently really fun and good. as a like Marvel experience.
I had one surprise on my side too. I was running like a semi-formal watch party, but I had to mute my mic and just like laugh out loud for best performance going to Resident Evil Village. The lady, I don't even know.
Demetrescu.
Yeah. I was like...
Big tall lady for anybody who doesn't know.
Did I miss something? Like, I didn't watch any gameplay of that game, nor play it. I thought it was less about performance and more about character design.
I'd say that's accurate. Yeah, as somebody who's seen Resident Evil Village all the way through, that one surprised me. I did not think a character from Village would win, is all I'll say. So, yeah, I don't know what was going on there. That was like okay, they're gonna give Resident Evil Village a award of some sort, so they're giving them this one.
Like Suicide Squad getting a Oscar winner.
No,
Game Awards winner.
We got to talk about The Last Stunner, and at least for me, and then if something we can we'll touch on one or two more things, and then we'll move on to the announcements. But we all were stunned at the Deathloop winning Best Art Direction. None of us voted that, right?
None of us got it.
Mm-mm.
You and Alex voted Ratchet and Clank, and I voted Kenna.
Yeah, and we're just like, what?
Yeah,
what?
I didn't know an updated Dishonored 2 engine would get Best Art Direction. Although, does it count world building? Is that what happened?
That's gotta be, but I felt like the other games had just as good world building.
Yeah, and I guess in terms of like art direction, I was thinking like visual style and things like that, and it just kind of felt like a pretty normal, like kind of retro chic design in terms of like
noir kind of.
Like, yeah, a little bit of that, and then like 60s decor, a lot of places, mixed with like future tech. So I don't know, it didn't really strike me as all that crazy. It was kind of like BioShock in a way.
I did have one more thing I just want to bring up, but are we gonna move on after this, or do we have more things?
You can. I mean,
okay, we talk about this every year. I know the esports categories don't really count, but we talk about how League of Legends, you just vote on it and it's an instant win. And for best esports game, you and Albert and Alex voted CS:GO. I voted Valorant. And lo and behold, League of Legends won it again, and we all got it wrong.
Man.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Although, to be fair, the CSGO team and I think player were both CSGO.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I know that CSGO, even though I know nothing of the esports scene, is very, very popular in like Europe and stuff. So that's kind of where I felt maybe we're getting the poll. But nah, League is just too strong. It's worldwide. It's got K-pop. Can't beat it.
I mean, it happened with content creator too. There's always like one big, except for the year that I think we all voted Ninja.
Okay. I think I'm getting more and more too old because I recognize zero of the content creators this year. I could at least recognize a few.
You don't know Dream. That's surprising. He's the guy who like wears the mask.
Oh,
okay, that narrows it down.
We don't know who he was till he put on the mask.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
You said,
I said,
Well, you know the mask, right, Tristan?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, that's the award part. Now we talk about the other, what?
The actual part people 70%? Care about. Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if we've talked about it, and I don't know if we're going to go into super long right now, but there's the group of people that are like, they don't really care about the awards, you know, blah, blah, blah. Or why are there so many ads in this show? Blah, 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 blah.
That's me.
But they're like, they just treat this. Are you also in the camp that's like, they just treat this like an announcements thing and like you hate it because of that?
I don't know. I was like walking around the kitchen, not watching the trailers and stuff.
I hope you watched them for this show.
Oh, I watched Star Wars Eclipse, if you're asking.
That's it? Oof.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of make it akin to like, it's almost like secondary winter E3 at this point, where you just get a smattering of trailers and things that are coming eventually. And it's kind of interesting because, we're seeing kind of this shift where almost like not holiday season like Christmas, it's ending up like the first quarter of the year after into spring is like the huge video game time.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Mm-hmm. So it's an interesting shift, and I don't know if, Game Awards is responsible for that, or if it's just, ongoing world stuff. But yeah, it's just an interesting shift we're kind of seeing where spring is the time to release a game now.
I was going to bring something up about, like, the fact that after I felt like, how do I word this? Okay, we're gonna rewind. The Game Awards has been propped up by potential hype for Elden Ring announcements.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's coming out, what will be the next game that Keely will be able to
Breath of the Wild.
We'll be able to put him in jail again for
Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2? No, that's Nintendo's keeping that close to their hearts.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. 'Cause, just talking about overall, I would say this year I really didn't feel like there was something as big as Elden Ring finally getting, a crumb.
I agree with that, but I felt that this year there was a much bigger variety of games that everyone might be interested in.
Yeah, definitely. I'll agree with that. Yeah, there was a lot of trailers that played throughout. It was definitely very heavy in it.
Here's my take. Starting next year, we're gonna get crumbs of Elder Scrolls 6.
Wait, is Elder Scrolls 6 going to be out by the time the Game Awards happens? Oh, Elder Scrolls. Sorry, I was thinking.
You're thinking Elden Ring.
No, Starfield.
Oh, Starfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think Todd's going to be the new man of the hour?
Yeah.
Ooh. We've placed our faith in that man too much.
Mm-hmm.
Do we do it to ourselves again?
Kind of want to. I'm kind of craving an Elder Scrolls experience, to be honest. So I'd be down for it, even if he does completely just lie to me on what the features of the game are.
What if it's on Gamebryo again?
That'd be unfortunate.
Alright, with that said, let's get into the announcements, which, I'm gonna be selfish, it's my favorite part.
Mm-hmm. I don't actually really pay attention to the awards as they go off.
Tristan, what if the Oscars had,
trailers?
New trailers
That'd
for
be
things
so
we've
weird.
never heard of, throughout the show.
That'd be kind of weird. I mean,
World premiere trailer.
I watch the Oscars in the similar way that I watch the Game Awards, because I do a predictions betting with the Oscars as well.
Have you won that one every year?
It's been hit or miss on that side.
Too many movies to watch.
Yeah.
There's definitely a huge movie repository each year.
Alrighty, let's kick it off. We got the pre-show announcement first. We're gonna run this you guys remember a really old game we played called Channel Surfers, where
What?
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna say play, and I'm gonna just list off announcements. And if you want to pause the channel, you say pause, and we'll stop right there and we'll talk about it. We're ready to move on. We'll play again.
Go for it.
All right, I can play this game.
You hate this game?
I can play this game.
Oh, you can play this game. Okay. All right. Starting us off, we got a release date trailer for Tunic.
Pause just so I can say I bought a t-shirt for Tunic about 2 years ago. 3 years ago? And I still can't believe this game's not out yet. That's all I want to say.
I played it at
this
PAX
is the Fox
West.
game,
They
yeah.
had an indie mega booth, and they had 2 things of the thing, and this was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a one-man team, I think, right? Maybe 2 people? So, it's pretty small. Alright, are we ready to play?
Always.
Based on real-life true stories, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game! Alright.
Now I feel bad because you hyped it up so bad, and we're just not really excited about it.
That was supposed to be a meme. I didn't want anyone to pause on that one. Homeworld 3.
pausing just to say that we saw enough of this at PC Game Show at E3.
Pog, though. I'm Pog for this game.
Yeah, that game does look pretty cool.
I played Homeworld 2 a lot as a kid, and it was really hard. I was really bad at it.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I can understand the game now and play Homeworld 3 better. All right. The Telltale new series for The Expanse.
Yeah, okay. Pause it for a second. I know The Expanse. I've heard of that before.
Is that an Amazon
show? Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't know. How's Telltale doing nowadays? Are they gonna...
We haven't heard anything about it.
Are they still bankrupt?
I don't know the full... you know what?
I don't know why I'm laughing about that. It's kind of sad.
What is... Well, they're not bankrupt. Because they're making a game... Well, can you make a game while bankrupt?
Yeah, I guess it's saying that The Expanse, the Telltale series, will combine the popular show with the team behind Life is Strange True Colors.
Okay, what if I told you there is 2 Wikipedia articles for Telltale Games? The Telltale Games is officially defunct as of October 11th, 2018.
Yeah.
But there is a parent company that acquired them called Telltale Games, and their Wikipedia article is called Telltale Games 2018 to Present.
Interesting.
Is this how business works? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The founders are different, so it is a separate company.
Yeah. But they just have the same name.
They have the exact same name and the exact same logo as the old Telltale Games.
Nice. Good stuff.
Good stuff. That's it. All right, moving on. Babylon's Fall.
Yeah, this game feels rough. I have not played it, but it definitely looks rough.
I think I brought up the word crusty when when the trailer is playing.
I think crusty is very appropriate.
Remember, it steals Final Fantasy XIV assets.
Well, no. Yoshi P later clarified they gave them over, so it's not just like a straight up rip of them.
I mean, they're both Square Enix, so we assumed that from the start. But it was funny that they literally just recolored 14 assets. Tristan, maybe you can play in that game as your machinist.
Very true. Maybe you can just glam up as a Catboy.
What's a machinist?
Yeah.
Tristan's entered the
Don't worry.
The
Endwalker was really
Zone.
good. I'm not going to say anything about it because I don't want to spoil anybody, but it was good, Tristan.
It was good, Tristan. Are you welcome
Really
to? Are you
good.
ready to unretire? We're waiting.
Retirement's permanent.
No, it's not.
You guys try every episode, I feel, at this point.
Oh, we got a game coming up in a little bit that we could try again for.
You're gonna B3 Endwalker on me? No.
No. I got a better game coming up in a second here.
Yeah,
a
new
certain
co-op
game that
experience.
comes out today, I think.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Game store.
I have never. I'm gonna die before that game stops re-releasing on every. It's gonna come out on my friggin' iPhone.
No, Tristan. See, this is the last version of Final Fantasy Remake. But when part 2 of the remake comes out, that's where we can tell you to play part 1 again.
Oh, God.
It'll be great. Anyways, surfing on Monster Hunter Ryze Sunbreak reminded me that this game is coming out on PC next month, and I need to probably play it on PC.
I want to play it so bad. I'm ready. I've been waiting patiently for it ever since it came out on Switch, so I'm ready for this game. It looks so much fun. And, of course, get all the extra Sunbreak content goodness. What's not to love?
Master
Rank. That's what I'm all about. The game begins now.
Now being next month.
Yeah, that's when it comes out.
All right. I don't remember this one, but there was a game called Thirsty Suitors. I actually don't remember. I don't remember too much of the pre-show stuff. I'm gonna be real here.
I don't even think I caught the pre-show.
Oh, that was it looked like a 1v1 fighter, if I remember correctly.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going. Evil West. Anyone? Going once? Want to be a cowboy?
Could be fun. 'Cause this is from the Shadow Warrior devs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. There's something cool about revolvers. So, why not?
Why not?
It's always fun with shooting games. Knocking down legions of, whatever.
Oh, there's a shooting game coming up later that Tristan might talk about.
Excuse me?
Yeah. We'll get there. Have a Nice Death. That was
I thought that looked great. TBH. It was like, it looked kind of like, what do you call it? Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
In terms of the gameplay and the UI. And then it's
Agreed.
a roguelike.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
It's got everything. It's got dashes. It's got platforming. Wow.
Alrighty. Moving on. Planet of Lana. Lana? Composer of The Last Guardian. That's how it literally started out, right? That's how it got introduced.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. This is the, robot spider strider thing in the desert.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of was like, is this Journey? Like, what is this game? I don't know. But
That's what it made me think about when I saw it as kind of like a Journey experience, perhaps.
looks interesting.
Yeah, they didn't show a whole lot for it.
Keep on rolling. We got that. What does he have a name, Mr. Persona guy?
Barry.
Teddy.
Yeah, Teddy.
You got Teddy showing off.
Don't worry, Alex. I saw the same word.
Persona 4 Arena coming to PC.
Which is very surprising. I did not
and
expect
Switch.
for the Persona, I think it's 25th anniversary, that this would be the game they show at the Game Awards, is a re-release of the fighting game. It's a good one. It's pretty fun.
How does Atlas literally never release the thing that people want, which is just P5 on PC?
Switch.
Or Switch.
PC, yeah.
Either one.
I don't know. I don't know what dark dealings they did with Sony to not release it anywhere.
Even Sony first party games are coming out on PC.
Mm-hmm.
And then the P5 never comes out.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But...
If P4 just came out last year, it'd be 8 more years until P5 comes out, right? All right. Now we're getting into the actual show by Mr. Keeley himself.
The meat and potatoes. The big drops.
The big drops. The triple A's.
The world premieres.
The world premiere. First one. This was a long one. Really long. And as someone who never played the first one, was very confused. But we got Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga. There was a big giant man that was trying to murder people.
I was making Attack on Titan analogies.
Oh, I made that joke too. Yeah,
okay.
I made that joke too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played the original one. So I don't know what this looks like compared to the original one. I think it's a bit different, but
I watched someone's reaction to this one who played the original one, and they were really hyped. So
yeah, it's looking like kind of that typical story-driven Sony fare that they do. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll probably be good.
The first one was really good. It won a bunch of awards.
Yeah,
at the
I know.
Game Awards.
Yeah,
it won
I know.
Best Narrative,
well
I think.
received,
and,
yeah.
Won a couple things. All right, here's a big one. Star Wars Eclipse.
Oh yes, I was so excited. We get a Star Wars experience, a story with feelings and emotions.
David Cage.
Okay. Hear me out. I was hyped, and then Quantic Dream came up, and my expectations dropped a little bit.
I cannot wait to see what this game is like. I just want to experience what David Cage thinks about the Star Wars universe. I'm ready for feelings, ready for emotions. I need it all. David Cage is a auteur. They're such beautiful games. I just love watching them. They never get tiring.
What?
They're my guilty pleasure.
This is breaking news. Whatever's going on right now with Alex's revelations here.
You would never expect it that a David Cage game would be probably my most excited trailer in the Game Awards.
Wait, are you being serious right now?
Oh yeah, I love watching them. They're really funny to watch and laugh to. I guess I find David Cage games more of a comedy, but...
Oh, it's like when Aris plays Shenmue games and fails the QuickTime events on purpose.
Yes, absolutely. It's about that level where people just act really goofy in David Cage games, usually really melodramatic. I don't know. It's funny to me.
Anyways, other than the David Cage memes, this was the classic trailer of, oh my god, it looks so cool. Oh my god, that's Yoda.
It
oh
really
my god.
feels
And then
like
it's
Star Wars.
And then it's like, what's the gameplay though? What do we do in this game? And it was.
I mean, knowing David Cage games, you're probably not going to do anything in this game.
You're gonna walk around,
you're gonna
look at
select
things.
dialogue options. Which, if they do it right, it could work. All right, it could work.
Mm-hmm. God, Jedi mind trick people.
But who's the guy at like the end and the start that was like shirtless with the drums beating? Who that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little weird.
Chris Pratt.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy crossover. That was who was the first villain in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Ronan, the Destroyer.
Yeah, Ronan. That was Ronan. Yeah. It kind of looked like him too. Perfect. We figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. Lost Ark.
I've heard a lot of people saying good stuff about it. It's been a long time coming for English release of the game, or like NA release. So
coming out.
Plenty of people really excited.
February. Coming out February.
Mm-hmm. It's like a super over the top anime-ish Diablo type game.
Yeah,
I might pick it up. Honestly, looks potentially.
Isn't it free to play?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right, this was the one that Keeley himself was like, I'm glad no one spoiled this. I don't think anything he announced got spoiled that I know.
I don't remember anything coming out or dropping early.
Yep, but Wonder Woman.
Coming off the hype of Wonder Woman 84. Here's the video game that's not at all related to it.
It's coming from the people who made the Shadow of Mordor games. Monolith, right?
Yes.
Tristan, you said I
lulled and then stopped watching when I knew what it was, just from my distaste and experience of WW84.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't think I can walk away the same person from WW84. So this game's a bit sour in my mouth when I saw it on screen. It might be good, though. Because Shadow of Mordor was pretty good.
Shadow of Mordor was very good.
Mm-hmm. But what's Wonder Woman gonna fight? Legions of...
bad people.
Bad men or something? I don't know.
Hey, it can be woman too. Bad people. Aliens? Maybe she'll fight aliens.
Aliens? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We didn't hear really anything about this, right? Like, no release date,
Nope. It was
anything.
Just like a basically teaser of just Wonder Woman.
Perfect. Alrighty. This was a surprise. Alan Wake 2 coming from Remedy.
It was really weird because about 10 seconds in, I was like, hey, this is Alan Wake. And nobody knew what I was talking about. And then Alan Wake 2 came up on screen, and nobody was like, oh, that's a good culture. They just didn't know what this was.
Wow. I thought you were in a group of gamers, but yeah, it has been quite a long time since the original Alan Wake came out.
Yeah, 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
How early did you call it?
10 seconds in.
Yeah,
like before even Alan Wake showed up. I was like, hey, this is Alan Wake.
I called Homeworld 3 like 10 seconds in, but I think that we already knew that game existed, so it wasn't like crazy.
Yeah.
Anyone here play Alan Wake a lot?
No, but I don't want to say the word, but I'm intrigued because I did like The Evil Within.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
And I feel like Alan Wake is less action and more psychological, which I enjoy.
Definitely, yeah. It's been a while since we've had a really like high budget kind of psychological thriller type game, so I dig it. It's pretty cool.
Where would you put like Resident Evil 7 and 8 on that spectrum? Like in the middle, kind of, or more definitely toward the action side?
I think it's like
more action. Yeah. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of like. Well, there's some psychological stuff in Village, but not a whole lot. It's mostly just action.
Yeah, psychological, I feel like... Well, we don't know too much about, like, Ghostwire Tokyo, whatever's going on with that game, but, like, those are the evil within people. But, like, Outlast, maybe, I guess is more like psychological horror.
Yeah.
Eternal Darkness, bring that back, please, Smile.
Ooh, that's a real old one.
Yeah, it is an oldie, but a goodie.
All right. Oh, no. This next one doesn't have to do with a video game per se.
Honestly, low key, this was one of the main reasons I wanted to watch the Game Awards.
I feel this was a reason a lot of people watched the Game Awards actually this year. Like this, I think people actually genuinely liked the first movie, and they want to see Sonic 2.
Yeah.
And it looks good, honestly. I thought, you know what, this looks alright.
I agree.
Before we get to the movie, what about the game, Sonic Frontiers?
I was excited for that too.
Mm-hmm. Excited
Open world Sonic game on the Switch?
I'm down. Honestly, I did not like all these, like, they stole the cinematography from Breath of the Wild, because they were, like, doing all these comparisons about how Sonic was standing in the, like, on top of a cliff in front of an open field, right?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild invented
Are people
that.
assuming that Breath of the Wild invented standing on a cliff?
I mean, that's what it looked like on Twitter. Everyone's like, they're copying from Breath of the Wild.
That happened with another game.
Genshin Impact.
No, I think it was another game that came out during this Game Awards thing that was like, what the heck, this is just Breath of the Wild. Maybe we'll stumble upon it. Maybe I'll jog
Halo? I think some people are calling it Halo for stealing from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think every game just steals from Breath of the
Wild
Wild
invented open world games.
The concept of a big map.
Yep.
Dark Souls is out of vogue. Now everything's the Breath of the Wilds of X game. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Moving on. Horizon Forbidden West.
Wait, we're just skipping over Sonic 2 movie trailer?
Sonic 2.
Segued?
I thought you got it all out of your system from before we even talked about it.
I just want to talk about Idris Elba and the fact that he was saying that he didn't want to make Knuckles sound sexy. But that was definitely not the case in the trailer. God. I just wanted to put that out there.
Okay, thank you for that.
I was happy to see Knuckles in the trailer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little against the fact, this was announced before, but the Sonic Boom variant of Knuckles, I'm not a huge fan of, right? Like,
oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm right with you. I was very happy to see that they're basically dialing back Knuckles to his pre-form, where he's not, like, just completely, like, the stupid comic relief character.
Yeah.
He's just kind of boneheaded, is what I would describe him as. He likes to solve things with his fists. That's what he does.
You mean he's not Ugandan Knuckles?
No, he's definitely not that Knuckles either.
Okay. That's too bad.
And I'm more excited at the fact that if this movie does well, like, if you look at the Sonic the Hedgehog video game history, they introduce different characters every game, right? Like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 had just Sonic, then Sonic 2 had Tails come in, then we had Sonic and Knuckles, right? Like, are we gonna see... is it Rouge the Bat? Rogue the Bat?
Rouge? Yeah, there's Rouge the Bat.
Big the Cat?
Can we see Big the Cat?
Big the Cat, right? Are we gonna see the alligator? Are we gonna... Right? There's endless possibilities.
Yeah, I think overall I'm just happy that finally, like, a video game movie is actually, acceptable. People are actually liking it, and they're actually... like, supposedly high quality enough to actually warrant getting sequels, and people are genuinely happy about it instead of just like endlessly bemoaning that they're ruining their childhood series or whatever.
Of course, until Super Mario movie comes out next holiday season.
But I'm calling it right now. Are you ready for this? At the end of this movie, Sonic meets Amy, okay? And then in the third movie, a la to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man series, Metal Sonic is the villain of Spider-Man 3.
I thought when you said Allah, I thought you meant like ALLAH, and I was so
I was like, wait, what? This is going a weird direction. I don't know.
And it's funded by the UAE.
Inshallah.
And it's a tourism promotion video.
I see. And okay.
Or Shadow. Or would you have Shadow?
Oh, we can have Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow. I feel that's like their trump card. If they're looking for, maybe this one doesn't do so hot, they're like, drop him. And then they're like, Space Colony Arc, Shadow.
I was even thinking, we talked about this on the podcast before, of the Super Smash Brothers universe, cinematic universe. At some point, the Super Smash invitation drops in.
Okay.
Is that too hard? There was no reaction there.
I'm down for it. Let's let it begin. All right. Question. I didn't see the first Sonic movie. Was there any Crush 40 in that movie?
I was slightly drunk while watching that movie.
All right. What if the final battle you got Live and Learn in the background or something like that?
That'd be cool.
Sure.
Okay. That's it. That's all I had for that.
I just want to confirm that Crush 40 was not in the first Sonic movie. I just looked it up.
That's a disgrace, honestly.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
Perhaps when they introduce Shadow, they'll start doing it.
That's true. There's only one character. Now they got a trio, so.
Mm-hmm. The team's growing.
I mean, what do you mean Knuckles is a bad guy?
But I mean, they got 3 characters. You can't drop your big songs when it's just a Sonic versus, Jim Carrey.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. We got we talked most about a movie, our favorite thing on the Viewport podcast. But going back just 5 seconds to comment on that. It deserves discussion in this podcast because it's the first successful video game movie franchise.
One of the very few, yeah.
Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Horizon Forbidden West. I feel like people don't want to see more of this game, as in they just want to play it.
Sure.
If you're going to buy this game, you're already set in stone, you're going to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been my general sentiment is, I just kind of feel like we're continually getting trailers, but I feel at this point it should just come out. Because I feel we've seen just about all we need to see, and people who are going to buy it are going to buy it.
Yep, pretty much. All right. Have we got a game?
Oh, no.
Coming up right
here.
The
biggest game.
And let me preface before we get to the story. Tristan.
Yes,
this
sir.
game actually, it's out right now on the Epic Game Store.
Is it really?
And it's Final Fantasy VII Remake with the Integrate expansion.
I'm gonna have to buy this game for the 3rd time? Is that what you're telling me?
And I have even better news for you.
Please don't buy it for me.
It's $70 instead of $60.
That next-gen pricing.
Exactly.
Next gen is here. Next gen is here on PC.
And Tristan,
including the pricing.
I have another great news for you.
Yes, sir.
They just added the ability to gift games on the Epic Game Store.
I don't think you even have me on Epic Game Store.
I will find you and I will give you this game.
Special set of skills. He's gonna get the game.
Uh-huh. I will hire a PI. How does that sound?
I'm just shaking my head right now.
It's the holidays, Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of time on your hands. Season of giving.
This game is gonna haunt me until death. At this point,
until you beat it. Until there's an easy way out, Tristan. There's an easy way out. I'm merely affording you as many opportunities as you see.
No, this game, you said it before we officially started. The part 2 is gonna come out at some point.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna wait for that then. I'm gonna wait for that. And then you play both back to back.
We're gonna be 40 years old, right? And the entire remake set has come out at that point, hopefully, question mark.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm gonna wait till we're 50 years old and the remake's remastered series has come out.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
In VR, we're in the metaverse.
Yeah, you could play as Cloud in VR, swinging a sword. Man, those are gonna be some great years. Anyways, moving on. Destiny 2. Does anyone care? Going once, going twice. Tangent. Have we talked about if you're excited for FF16 or not?
I have explicitly said I am not excited for that game.
Okay.
Many times. Multiple
times. He's missing out. I don't think Tristan likes JRPGs anymore. I'm gonna put it out right now.
Not a real fan.
I don't think he likes JRPGs anymore.
Do I even like video games anymore?
You like League of Legends.
Yeah, that's true, actually. I do like video games, Smile.
Casual. Anyways.
Casual, sir.
Getting to the big one. We got Splitterhead.
It looked kind of creepy.
Bokeh.
It looked kind of creepy.
Yeah, Bokeh. By the Silent Hill director, not Hideo Kojima, Keiichiro Toyama. So, the original creator of Silent Hill, which is exciting to see that.
The real
finally,
Silent Hill designer.
Yep, coming out with a new horror game, which is pretty
What's the last game this guy's made?
Gravity Rush 2.
Wait, really?
Yes. He took a little side story into adventure game. So
I wonder how long
back.
this game's been in development, because that Gravity Rush 2 came out in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe he took a sabbatical.
Could be.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but it's got some weird, it was a CGI trailer, a lot of interesting imageography of just like grandmas and stuff becoming weird demons of some
Not only
sort.
grandmas, the I don't know, the booba woman.
Yeah, there's also that, yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
The booba woman, or as like a prostitute or a escort,
Yeah.
if you're so
There we go.
inclined.
That sounds more classy.
So my interest is piqued, is all I'll say, because I really like Silent Hill in terms of like their overall storytelling and stuff. So I'm excited for this game. See what he ends up doing with this one.
Agreed. I don't play horror games, but it looked interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, I think people, were you at all disappointed that there's not a new Silent Hill game coming?
I think that was what kind of people were expecting, and especially since, spoilers, Hideo Kojima did appear on this show in a message. He did not announce anything new. I think people were like, oh my god, Silent Hills is happening and Kojima's gonna do it. I think they're still riding on that copium. But, yeah, so we didn't get that, but we got this instead. Splitterhead.
I think people should be happy.
They should be. Because, Keiichiro is very
Hot take?
talented.
Hot take. Regardless of the timeline, this is probably a better game than Silent Hills. As what they,
Most likely.
yeah.
Because it was seeming like a pretty bad work environment, probably in Konami around that time.
Probably Konami all the time, to be honest.
Don't worry, Konami's coming back.
I'll believe it when I
Day
see
of Reckoning smile.
it. Yeah. So
the
you
Day of
learn-
Reckoning. Please look forward.
Is this a bet? Can we put this in the big book of bets? What's the punishment?
Maybe
I do
2
have
years from now, they'll get Game of the Year at Game Awards. Konami.
God, I would love to see whatever game that is.
Maybe the next esports soccer, whatever they're calling it
A
nowadays.
Pez.
Does Konami make that?
Yes.
Oh.
That's like their only video game anymore.
No wonder it got rated like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, they really screwed up the latest one.
Anywho, I want to talk about this next one, because this one got me a little hyped, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Nightingale, from some former BioWare devs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a base survival thing, but there's like guns and big monsters, and they blow up your stuff, and
Is it kind of like a 7 Days to Die type game, or is it like Valheim or something?
I've never played 7 Days to Die.
I
Okay.
thought it looked like Left 4 Dead, TBH.
But you can base build.
Base build, like steampunk base building Left 4 Dead. That's how I was imagining it in my head.
It's like Fortnite, but not the Battle Royale version.
Okay, yeah, I did actually catch this trailer. I didn't know what the game was called. I must have like turned away or something. But yeah, it reminded me. I'm with Tristan. It reminded me a lot of like a Left 4 Dead type game, but it's like not cyberpunk, but like steampunk.
You can build like a whole town. They had like a time lapse in the trailer, like building like a whole town. I was like, whoa.
Interesting. So maybe a few different elements, like a Left 4 Dead, but you can do like 7 Days to Die style base building and looting and stuff. Seems kind of like what they're going for. Could be fun, depending on what exactly they do with that. Because I know 7 Days to Die is pretty popular, so I could see people getting more into that arena.
Alrighty. Moving on. By the way, did I say the name of that game? Nightingale?
Yes.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Free, trying to get some sponsors.
Mhm,
Did I say that? Oh, let me say it one more time.
Power Wash Simulator.
Power Wash.
Yeah, we didn't get
Simulator.
that in today.
Yep. We're ready. Power Wash. Send us some power washers. We'll
Did you know Power Wash Simulator got co-op?
I think Albert brought it up last time, and we were talking about Power Wash.
I was just making sure that we knew.
I'm ready whenever you two want to join me on a little relaxing.
At this point, do you want me to Power Wash? Do you want me to play Final Fantasy VII? Like, what is going on? We gotta. Make a consistent decision.
I'll take either one.
You know what?
He says nothing. What? No, I don't know what.
I'm gonna buy it right now.
Final Fantasy VII, good choice, Tristan Jung.
Power Wash Simulator.
Round of applause. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't play with you right now because I'm too busy playing Final Fantasy XIV.
Okay, I'm canceling my transaction then.
Can never log out. You know what's
a single player game though that's really good that you could play while?
If you say Final Fantasy VII, I'm leaving this call.
All right. Let's get to the real game of the show.
The game we've been wondering, where has it been?
We got Lord of the Rings Gollum. No gameplay still. No gameplay.
No,
cinematic trailer. That's it. That's
fantastic. This game's going to be great.
Did it have a release date? I forget.
I don't think so.
But it's called Gollum: The Untold Story. Which
no release date.
Maybe it should stay untold. Who knows? But yeah. We'll see.
There's a reason sometimes why people don't tell stories.
Yeah, this game's really been dragging along. We'll see where it goes. Because, I worry about this project. Because it really doesn't feel like it's going well.
It is a new contender for the most anticipated game after Elden Ring comes out.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. It's going to be great. Playing Gollum's going to be awesome.
Can we, I want an impromptu bet right now with everyone here.
Okay.
No stakes. What will be, 1 week after this game launches, what will be the open critic review score for this game?
69.
Nice. My guess is around, low 60s.
76.
Okay. That was Jackie Chan. That's not bad.
Pour one out for my boy Fall out right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's keep going. We got. Oh my goodness, we have so many things to go through.
We're not going to get to the news.
We got to go fast. All right, Somberville. We've already seen this. We saw it at E3. It looks cool. Blah blah blah. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Cuphead, Delicious Last Course.
Whoa! We got to slow down for a second.
Okay. All right. Rewind it.
I'm very excited about this.
This DLC has been in the works for 2 years at this point.
Yeah, but now it has a release date. I mean, first of all, this game takes a lot of time to develop because they hand animate everything.
Did you beat the first Cuphead?
I did.
Okay.
I beat it on Expert as well.
Certified gamer.
Yeah. I'm not a journalist at this point. They added a new character along with all the bosses, so they had to hand animate everything. So it's going to take a long time. I'll give them the time. But it looks fantastic.
Yeah, more Cuphead. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Because, Cuphead was a great game. I didn't play it, but I watched it.
Which one do you play? Do you play Cuphead or Mugman, Tristan?
I'm Cuphead.
You're Cuphead?
It's like, you're playing Mario or Luigi. You gotta play Mario.
Yeah, gotta be the main character.
I'm a Chris Pratt fan. Apologist. Stan.
All right, let's keep going. Warhammer 2 Vermintide had a hilarious trailer with a guy with a great accent.
Yeah, the silly warrior priest. With
what are you, Master Dwarf?
Yeah, the dumb accent of Saltspire.
Yep, for Sigmar. Yep, We got a cool DLC. I need someone to pronounce this next game for me.
Chia.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking too when I saw it.
Is it Chia? Is that how it's pronounced?
I think so, yes. I believe the T is mostly silent.
All right. This is the game that I saw compared to Breath of the Wild by everyone. You climb trees, you have a parasail glider and everything like that, yeah.
Yeah, but you're also like Super Mario from Odyssey. Because you play as a shark and
that's right, you can turn into
gecko.
Things. Yeah. I think Twitch chat was spamming Mario Odyssey at the same time. All right.
Yeah, you just get to possess things. Pretty cool.
This game looks cool, but I have no hype to play it.
Oh yeah. Suicide Squad we're talking about, right?
No.
Chia?
That is different.
Chia still? Okay.
We're going to talk about Suicide Squad, and I'm going to say right now, this game looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty rad.
I honestly think Suicide Squad looks awesome. It looks like it's just stupid, dumb fun, which is exactly what an action game should be.
And I love how you felt like the Flash had like so much personality in the trailer.
It looks like the Guardians of the Galaxy game that came out, but better.
Exactly, that's what my thought is. It looks like Guardians of the Galaxy, except this game is gonna potentially blow it out of the water.
Well, it's because you got Rocksteady, who's made Batman games for years and knows how to make a good Superman game, and then you put freaking Crystal Dynamics, which made good, Tomb Raider's a great series, but it's like, not saying you can't knock a game out of the park on your first try, but it's like, they didn't. They did the opposite. They hit a ground ball right to the first baseman and they're out.
Also, I think what they did well, this is getting into my movie side, is because the DCEU did so bad, like, people don't care if Margot Robbie is not in the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
King Shark, you can't miscast King Shark because he's just a shark. Deathstroke has a mask on, and spoilers, in the movies, Captain Boomerang dies in the first 10 minutes in both movies, so, like, do you really care? Courtney Jai's dead in both movies.
Is Will Smith going to be in the game, though?
I don't know. But either way, I feel like them not putting in characters with, memorable casting was a good choice.
Yeah. I think that goes like a big plus.
Fair point. I hadn't thought of that originally when I watched this trailer. But yeah.
Also, I think the aspect of a Suicide Squad game just works so much better than, playing the Avengers, right? Like, you can introduce villains that people know of, which I think the last one they added like a brand new villain they made up, right? But like playing as Suicide Squad, being able to kill like these famous people from the Justice League just sounds so much cooler of a premise. Than, like,
yeah, and I think the other thing is the differences between the Marvel universe of comics and the DC universe. Like the lowest, least powerful DC comics like superhero is still like super powerful and just crazy. Whereas, Marvel, you can have somebody who's just
Hawkeye.
like, I shoot guns, I shoot a bow. That's my power. Because I just have really good marksmanship. But like, I don't know, DC, like Batman's probably one of the least powerful superheroes from a supernatural aspect, but he's just smart and he has gadgets and he can just do whatever basically because of it. And then everyone else is just like bonkers in terms of superpowers. So they got a lot to work with. So the DC universe is really good.
I think this game could be great. I think
Flash, I think it lends itself very well to video games, which it has in the past.
The biggest mistake they could make is if they make this game live service.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that. I didn't really get the sense that it was. I got this kind of a sense that it was more like a Guardians of the Galaxy style game. We're going to be basically single player driven, doing a thing. But yeah.
Alrighty, let's keep going. Forspoken, we've seen it again.
The story seems kind of shaky. I don't know what to think about the, acting and stuff of the game that they've shown so far. Gameplay looks really fun. It's like, elements, wizardry and sorcery and like parkouring all over the place with crazy movement abilities. It looks really fun. But the story looks potentially iffy.
Yeah, I think the voice actors do a good job. I like the female lead.
Yeah, I think the voice acting's fine. There was a really funny, like, super evil priest or something. Just did, like, a super comic laugh. The evil laugh.
You dropped a good ha 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 in there.
So yeah, I don't know what to think about that, but, maybe it's kind of like a Stranger of Paradise origin, Final Fantasy origin situation where we're just going to get a goofy game from a story aspect, but maybe it's going to just play really well. Which I think is going to be the case. At the very least. Could surprise me once it comes out.
Yep. Alright, this one I called pretty early on. I mean, it wasn't a wild guess, but it was a surprising one. We saw Warhammer 40k, it was like cool CGI cutscene, and then as soon as the Ultramarine stepped out, I was like, yo, this is Space Marine 2.
Yeah.
And then it was Space Marine 2, and which is surprising because it was the first one came out like 10 years ago. I remember I played this game like I think like 6 years ago, but still. It's You're fighting Tyranids, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this game. It is a sequel to the first one. So you're playing, I believe, Captain Titus again. And, yeah, the CG was awesome. Like, I really loved that, like, cinematic cutscene they did. Everything 40K.
That guardsman was, like, praying to them. He's like, oh, my savior.
Yeah. This is so awesome, the power and stuff they show. But, yeah, then we got small snippets of, very small snippets of, like, gameplay. And it looked basically like just a new-gen version of the old game with some potentially new powers and stuff. So, yeah. Could be a fun, like, kind of a mixture of a hack and slash third-person game with some shooting and other stuff. So it's kind of unique in that sense.
These games, the first one at least, like nothing remarkable about like the game direction or like the game design, but it was just like living out your fantasy as being a space marine is all it was.
Basically. Yeah. So as long as they give you that power to just feel like this massive hulking superhuman in a big hunk of metal suit, I think they're going to do well. Make it feel weighty and all that. As you mow down legions of Tyranids.
Yep.
And whatever else. Probably chaos at some point. They are always around. I'm sad no Darktide, though, at this.
Yeah, that's coming out soon, though, so maybe not too much longer on that one.
Yeah.
All right, Saints Row. Do we have anything more to say about this?
I'm pretty hyped about this one.
What?
We keep saying we need to play Far Cry 6 together. Scratch that. We need to play Saints Row together.
We do. If this game is co-op, we do.
I'm honestly excited for this game. I think it's going to be fun. They recently had delayed it to a later release, I believe.
It's like the summer, I think, now.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be fun.
I still don't like the locale, though. I think the Mexico, like, you know, like SoCal setting. Well, just because that's exactly what GTA 5 did, right? I feel like it's overused, like the California setting. But yeah.
Maybe.
We're just gonna let that simmer.
We're just gonna let it boil.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a really fun game. I'm looking forward to it. Looks like a good, like, revamp of the older Saints Row. Kind of reset it, get back on track. After taking a hiatus.
Alright, we got Fall Guys.
Still crossovering.
Nightmare Before Christmas crossover. Also, they had, like, the character pack thingy that they showed.
Yep, you can get all the previous, like, collab characters. There's, like, 8 of them or something. I don't know at this point.
Okay, I'm excited for that, because I couldn't finish all the missions for the Ratchet and Clank,
Did you get the 2 bean? You get 2 bean?
I didn't get that one either.
Oh, my goodness.
That one.
This is your chance. You get 2 bean.
Alright, next one. Dunk.
Yep,
or
Dunk.
Dune. Spice Wars.
Game.
4X game. I would play it.
Mm-hmm. You know, really long time ago, they released like a Command and Conquer version of Dune.
Yeah.
Not very good. So hopefully this is a good Dune
I heard
RTS
it was okay. I recall the first one was like a classic for like... There was like some case studies about how they did the pathfinding algorithm in the original Dune.
Yeah.
To like move your units around.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember too much about it. All I know is the people who made that one, I think, the RTS one, I think they went on to form Westwood.
Oh, nice.
So, anywho, moving on.
Here we go. More Dune.
Moving on. Oh my goodness. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I've grown less hyped
Just release the game. Like, we've seen it at 10 events already.
Randy Pitchford's just like rubbing his hands together. He's like, yes.
We got nothing else to show. The movie's not ready yet.
Will Arnett was pretty awkward on stage. That's all I remember about this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of awkward people on stage. That's all I remember.
I need to get Tristan's opinion on this one.
I need to have Tristan stream this. I want to experience being
Among
Sus
Us
Man.
VR.
As the resident Among Us player, I'm not a champion in this game, unfortunately. I was pretty hyped about this.
What was the mood like in your viewing party? Or did you all pass out by the time this came out?
The mood was we're gonna have to set a group up as soon as this comes out, because we do have an annual Among Us tournament that we run, and we're like, okay, how can we expense VR headsets for everyone on the team so we can play a tournament in VR?
Just say you want to be in Meta or something. You're all switching to Facebook if they don't pay for these.
But yeah, I mean, the trailer was like 25 seconds and half.
Was there a release date on it?
No.
Okay. They did say platforms. It's coming to like everything, right? It's like Steam.
Can't
Facebook.
wait. Can't wait to play Among Us VR on my Nintendo Switch
With your Nintendo cardboard.
Google
Cardboard.
My Labo.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna skip this next one. There's no reason to talk about Dokkaebi.
Albert hates K-pop.
I hate this K-pop.
Albert's just racist.
I can't be racist against my own people, okay? Or can I? Let's not go there.
I'm fine with skipping it. Let's go.
We had Steel Rising, which looked crazy. It was like, I found the setting for this one, like, I couldn't stop watching. It was like the Clockwork Ballerina dancer with like fighting, and I was like, what's going on?
It's like in Europe, but everything's steampunk, question mark?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought the art style was sick.
Yeah, when I originally saw it, I actually thought it was like I believe there's like a indie game being developed right now, which is Pinocchio, but it's like a Dark Souls game. So I thought this was initially actually just that game, but it turned out to not.
There was also that weird one that came, I think it was like a Eastern European studio called like Atomic Heart that we saw at like E3 with like apocalyptic, like robot-y setting. Also like cyberpunky, not cyberpunky, but like steampunky it looked like. But I thought that was that again, but no, it was like a completely different game this time. So,
yeah, maybe steampunk's coming back in a big way. So it feels like we're getting more of those games.
Yeah, cyberpunk's been ruined. Steampunk is coming back.
Yep. Cyberpunk take break.
There's always been Iron Harvest, right? That mech steampunk RTS game.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one's always been out there. All right, this is the one that I thought Tristan was going to talk about. We're moving on. Metal Hellsinger, first-person rhythm game, first-person shooter rhythm game.
I feel like after beats per minute, I'm a little hesitant about rhythm-based FPS.
Wow.
Beats per minute is basically the same premise as this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm not like a huge fan of rock music, so...
This is metal, so it's even
crazier. Or metal, yeah.
I feel like when I see these trailers, I see the same game every time.
That's
I don't know. Maybe it is the same game, and I just don't pay it enough attention, because I'm not really that interested. But yeah, we've got a lot of rhythm FPS games at the moment. Or at least it feels that way.
Well, it's because everything's a rhythm game.
Yeah, they're taking that a little too far.
A little too literally, I think, at this point.
They're gonna make like a Microsoft Flight Sim rhythm expansion pass. Mm-hmm. You gotta like rev the engines every time the beat goes on, you know.
Passengers are like going up and down.
Up and down.
Yep.
All right. Star Trek Resurgence. I was like,
sure.
Channel surfing. Just keep going, question mark.
Another Telltale game that's not Telltale.
Telltale Games 2018 to present.
Exactly. All right, let's keep moving. Rumbleverse. Melee Battle Royale, 40 players, coming out in 2 months. Were we dropping?
I'm SMHing.
All right, we're not dropping.
Yeah, it basically looks like Fortnite.
Moving on. A Plague Tale Requiem. This got announced at E3. We finally got to see some gameplay. I
get this confused with the Hellblade all the time, so...
Same. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I got it confused with Greedfall. Remember that game that came out?
I don't even know what Greedfall is.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it is.
It's like a AA game.
What is a AA game? What is going on?
Like AAA, but AA?
No, what is the difference between a AA and a AAA game?
Like the size, it's not like a big multi-million dollar like studio, but they're not an indie studio, right?
Okay.
They've made like a couple big games, but
what's a single A game then?
That's a good question.
Is there a single A battery?
You would know. I feel like you have to know the answer to that question.
It was rhetorical.
All right, let's keep going then. Let's keep going. Dying Light 2. Anyone? Moving on. All right, Crossfire X. Oh gosh.
Hey, Remedy, right?
Stop.
I just want to remind people.
Yep.
This is the future of FPS games.
All right, GTFO. This one had like a huge... They talked for like 5 minutes on this game.
I am very intrigued about playing this, but I don't know if I can gather 3 other people to even play this.
Kind of same. I've heard people like really try to get me to play this game.
Is it actually good?
I know so little about it. Apparently it's really good.
All I remember is when this game got announced 2 years ago, we laughed at it on like live during an E3 event at the name of the game.
Mm-hmm. And here it is.
And here it is. Very good.
On stage.
I think 10 Chambers gave me a review key a couple years ago, so I might just have a key sitting around.
Look at this guy. He can GTFO.
Yeah, I'm GTFOing to play this game.
All right, moving on. Halo TV series. Meh.
More MasterChef. Just, lore, I guess, of your Halo variety.
Yep. Oh, we talked about this earlier. It's, Elden Ring.
Yeah, they can't do it again, Jeff.
That's subtle. I tried to make it subtle with the O.
Is it just losing steam for me? Do we need to see more of this game at this point?
No, we don't.
I feel we just need to come out.
I feel like we just need to play it. All of us need to play it.
You can play it twice.
Yeah,
once
you can play it
for me.
Oh, yeah, you can play Final Fantasy VII Remake
once.
Because I played it once for me, so now you can play it once for you.
I still need to play Intergrade, so I might pick up the PC version. So I can play it at 60 FPS.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I'll also play the first part of the game again, and then
I'll send you the save. I'll send you the save file, and you can just
All right, we got Arc Raiders. This one had that like classic thing where they're like running through like an empty like desert field, and then all I could think of was the logo reminded me of Atari.
Yeah, same. It's got that 80s vibe.
I don't know. I hear like co-op like. I don't know if it's a looter shooter, but it felt like it was a looter shooter.
I think that's
especially because it's free to play. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be like Warframe almost? I don't know.
Probably. That's what I would expect it to be.
So yeah, that's the thing.
And then the next movie experience.
Oh yeah, had to bring on Keanu Reeves for this one. Pre-recorded, unfortunately, not there in person.
Mm-hmm.
He was in The Matrix.
A new trailer for Matrix Awakens, as well as an Unreal 5 experience.
Mm-hmm. You can be John Matrix.
You can be him in Unreal 5.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't play it. I had no interest in playing this. It looked kind of bad. And I was like,
call yourself a gamer?
I was like, Ratchet and Clank looks pretty good. I don't know if I need to play this to be like teleported to next gen land.
Did you play it, Tristan?
Are you a gamer,
trying to gaslight Albert? I see how it is. I didn't play it. I watched a little of it, and yeah, it did look kind of mediocre.
I watched Maximilian do play for like 5 minutes, and I was like, well, this is not worth my hard drive space. I'll buy it.
You know what? You know what? Since I have the world's most powerful console, I will download it on the Series X.
On the Xbox Games Pass.
On the Xbox Games Pass.
Wait, but
thanks,
it's free.
Phil Spencer.
But it's free.
I don't know. I bet Xbox Games Pass funded this, so you can't.
It's true. They'll pay you money if you download it with Xbox Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think at this point I just want to see the movie. I don't need to play an interactive experience.
Yeah, this was kind of a weird,
interesting tie-in, I guess.
Last thing to show, but I guess it makes sense because I feel like since this isn't like a publisher's event, you don't want to save like some big game for the finale because I feel like other sponsors like might get upset that like you're favorably treating one game over another. So like ending it on a weird movie tie-in game is like the perfect way to avoid any of that criticism.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And it's got Keanu. Everybody loves Keanu.
It's true. All right. We made it through.
Another year. Another Game Awards.
Another Game Award. Another
No
trophy.
invite. I'm just gonna put that out there, Jeff.
Wow.
Where's our invite?
You have the creds. Maybe you need to show him your creds. Four-time champion.
world champion.
Yeah.
Broken the code.
Buy some, like, fake Olympic gold medals and, like, take a picture of yourself and send it to him on Twitter and be like, I've earned my prize, Keely. You want to add another Canadian name to your list of famous Canadians at the Game Awards? Invite me.
I love it. I love how aggressive it is.
Oh, you're upset?
I am upset.
Yeah. Gotta be assertive.
That's true.
He'll cave to the pressure, okay?
Yeah.
He's not
too nice.
Yeah, he's not used to that sort of confrontation. All right. Anything else? I don't think we're going to go over any of our other news stories. We're about on time for today.
I had one thing because we didn't, go over what you've been playing. Although it's not even related to what you've been playing.
You just wanted what you've been. Oh my! I thought you would want an episode off for once.
No, I'm not going to talk about what you've been playing. But I'm really excited to announce that I was able to get an Analog Pocket pre-ordered this morning.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I saw that. I saw they went up this morning.
I spent $500.
That's how much a pre-order costs now?
Well, no. I mean, it's $220 for the Pocket, but it doesn't come with a dock, so you can hook it up to your TV. So I also bought a dock, which is $100. I bought the hard case, which was $30. I bought a screen protector, which was $16. I bought a Game Gear adapter, which is $30. And then a bunch of cables with it, plus shipping to Canada and taxes. And it came out to be like $500. So I'm excited to spend $500 to play Pokemon Red on my TV.
Nothing has ever been able to do that before.
I can do that right now. I have a computer hooked to my TV. I install an emulator and boom.
I think they made like a Game Boy player for the Super NES back in the day too.
That's true. I bought all these like original Game Boy cartridges and can't wait to play it quote unquote legally through my illegally. Is the analog legal or illegal? Can you just like?
Well, if they're not making the game cartridge, are they making the game? Do they make the game cartridges too?
No.
Yeah, then they're fine.
Okay, you can like reverse engineer how to decompile the code and run it. That's fine.
Yeah, I assume so.
Okay.
I don't think it's illegal to make an emulator as long as you've shown that you haven't stolen the source code.
Anyways, really excited. I've been waiting for this for like 2 years, so gonna get my hands on it next quarter.
You're gonna get it for my Steam Deck. Even gets here.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered that like
a year ago, basically.
I think it was like was it the summer?
I think it was before I moved, so it was definitely
it was after the Switch OLED got announced. I think that was May, so yeah, maybe it was like June. Anyway, well, and that wraps it up for episode 84 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Tristan, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is part of Viewport Gaming, a website that provides a look into video games through reviews, features, and podcasts. You can find all Viewport Gaming content at viewportgaming.com.
Thank you, Tristan. And as always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan John.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nestor.
See you next time.